I'm trying to tell you everything.
I know Brother Love's not the only one involved in this.
Theresa Stone was in a marathon interrogation by Independence police. She'd willingly waived her right to an attorney and admitted she'd had a 10-year affair with Pastor David Love, had been pregnant with his child, and threw away key evidence at a crime scene.
I think that Theresa very quickly sensed how much trouble she was going to get in over this. And at that point, like many of her other selfish actions, she elected to do whatever it took to protect herself and was willing to do whatever it took to deflect attention away from her involvement.
I told him to leave me alone. He wouldn't stop texting me or calling me.
Theresa was on a new track. She was making sure suspicion led right back to David Love.
A month ago, I wanted it to end. I wanted to start my life fresh with Randy.
And remember the love letter found in the trash at the crime scene? Theresa finally admitted to police that it was from David Love, but she said she had ripped it up and thrown it away. An oh-so-dramatic and symbolic gesture marking the end of her 10-year affair. But had Theresa's pulling away led David Love to murder Randy? That's what she wanted everyone to believe when she explained the text David sent her the day of the murder.
He said, seriously urgent, do not go back to the office by yourself.
Did you catch that? Theresa told police that David Love texted her to stay away from the crime scene. That meant he killed Randy. But there was a problem. Theresa just kept saying he. Detectives needed her to not just say the word he, they had to get her to say her lover's name on the record.
Rose Warren looked at her and said, "Who sent you? You have to tell me."
Say it.
Brother Love.
Brother Love.
And that was an admission she could not walk back from. From then, everything opened. And she was all in at that point.
That's when police asked her to help them get David Love to confess to Randy's murder on a taped phone call.
I'm scared, guys.
You're okay, I promise. Are you ready?
When David Love answered the phone, he didn't know he was being set up.
Pastor,
Yes.
this is Theresa.
Hi.
We need to talk.
Okay. Now?
Yes, now. I need to know.
You need to know?
I need to know. I need to know everything. I'm gonna go to the police. I can't do this anymore.
Well, I'll be right there, okay?
You can't come over.
Well,
No,
why?
you just
Why?
can't. No. I want to know why. I want to know why.
Theresa, why what?
You know what?
But Brother Love didn't take the bait. So police brought him in for questioning. Hoping to get him to crack, they put Theresa in the hallway just as David Love was about to walk by.
And then there is this kind of accidental, but not really accidental at all, meeting between Pastor Love and Theresa Stone. And they look at each other for like around 20 seconds. And then Theresa Stone tells Pastor Love, "I told them everything." And then Pastor Love tells Theresa, "Don't worry, I'll take care of everything."
For the second time, David Love successfully dodged a setup. And when police sat him down, the first thing David Love said was he needed to talk to an attorney.
So,
I think I definitely need some kind of representation. I'm a preacher. I don't know the law.
And neither did his girlfriend, who was singing like a bird in the room next door.
I looked at him and I was like, what? What are you talking about? And then that's when he told me that, he said he walked in the office and he just aimed and didn't even look.
he said he did that?
That's what he told me.
So he said he pulled the trigger?
And that was that. According to Theresa, she was a victim in all this too. It was all David Love's fault. But police knew there had to be more to the story, so they put the little songbird in a cage overnight. And the next morning, they talked to her again.
So after this man killed your husband, you continue to talk to him?
He was at my house. What was I supposed to say?
You killed my husband, I'm calling the police?